What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel today. I hope you are doing well. Guys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, how are you doing? Yeah, you're tuning in for another Planet Zoo video. I feel like this is doing better than the Final Fantasy videos at the moment, but I'm still going to upload, I'm still going to coexist and upload them side by side maybe, I don't know yet. But, we got another tutorial mission here, the apprenticeship, the Madagascar Simian Conversation Project. That is what we're doing today. So, we're going to go straight into it. Yeah, guys, with that being said, right, if you are new to the channel today and you are enjoying the content, yeah, just slap a like on the video, subscribe if you are new around here, and join us when we finally load into the game. Here we are, guys, here we are.
Welcome to Madagascar. It's quite the change of scenery from dreary old England, huh?
We're in Madagascar, bro.
From the weather, I suppose. They don't call these places rainforests for nothing.
All right, Bernie.
The zoo you'll be working in is an ape sanctuary, where we're doing vitally important conservation work. Not just for apes.
Zaha!
All kinds of species. But apes, well, apes are some of the closest relatives to humans there are. And yet, the way the world treats them is like, well, very much like some of us treat our actual relatives. Anyway, that's why I'm determined that our operation here does some good. If we can all leave some part of the world in a better state than we found it, we'll have lived lives worth living. And speaking of states, I have a horrible feeling I left the house in the right one. When I get back, I expect my life won't be worth living at all.
What do you think of Madagascar then? Bit warm for my taste, to be honest. Anyway,
They talk too much, do they?
Primate sanctuary. It's not just primates though. We've got all sorts of animals.
Nancy
Why don't we go and have a
Jones.
look at some of them, eh? We'll start by taking a look at the red-ruffed lemurs. They're the ones that look like they should be in a Shakespeare play.
Right, okay, come on then.
Come on,
Let's have a look at
head
them.
over to them.
Right, here we go. Meow. Right, well, where are they then? Alright, so they're straight over here.
Red-ruffed lemurs are found in the rainforests of Masuala.
Oh, here they
That's
are.
in northeast Madagascar.
Can we
They
get...
can actually
There we
live
go.
anywhere from 15 up to 25 years.
Oh, wow, look at them.
See that, eh? Okay, when you're ready, let's go find our Bornean orangutans.
Alright. I've got my dogs going on a mad one as well. Right, the orangutans are over here. So this one today is all about apes
The
then.
Bornean orangutan is such a marvellous creature.
Ah, it's right here.
They're always a big favourite to take
Aw,
off.
bless him.
And they're also the biggest tree-dwelling animal on the planet. Assuming you don't count any lions that got stuck up one. Oh, why don't you take a better look at them? Open up their information panel and go to the animal camera.
I have, it's here.
Aren't they just incredible? When you're ready, let's go and have a look-see at some of our beautiful bonobos. They're quite the characters.
Well, okay, we're gonna go. It's not really that big, is it, for an ape sanctuary?
Oh dear! It looks like we've arrived just in time. One of the habitat's barriers has collapsed. And
no.
wouldn't you know it, one of the bonobos has made a run for it. We'll need to catch them. But before we do, we should box up the other bonobos to stop them escaping too.
Right, okay.
Select the habitat boundary to bring up the habitat information panel.
Right, yeah. Check the other.
Good. Now open the animals tab.
That one.
And click on box all animals to box up the remaining bonobos.
Oh, really? Oh, there.
Now, we'll need a vet to recapture that escaped bonobo, but it seems our last one left to do some research in the wild.
Oh,
Not
really?
an ideal situation. So, we'll need to hire a replacement, sharpish.
Oh, what?
Go into the zoo section and then into the staff management area.
Right, okay. We need a vet, do we?
You can find all of your staff in here, but there's no time to go looking at their particulars at the moment.
Well, no.
Hire a vet.
Oh, veterinarian.
Now, click on one of the paths to place the vet in your zoo.
There.
As you can see, the barrier's collapsed. Someone's taken their eye off the ball, obviously. Let's get this one replaced. Select the barrier and then we'll edit it.
Okay, yeah.
Delete the broken section of barrier and replace it with a brand spanking new one.
What am I doing? Oh, there. Is that it? Oh, there. Right, I've done it.
Good.
There.
Now that we've done that,
That was
we
a bit
need
weird.
to make sure to add climb-proof barriers to the top. That way the bonobos won't be able to climb out. Just
right.
make sure you've got the correct piece of barrier selected when you do that.
Which is that. Where's the climb proof?
Okay, so go into the options section and select which side the climb-proof barrier needs to go on. And don't get it wrong. We're more worried about bonobos climbing out than
here.
guests climbing in. Nicely done. And I think it's high time
that
we
right?
unbox those bonobos, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, that was right.
The poor mites will get sad if we leave them in there for too long. Select the habitat barrier to bring up the habitat information panel again.
Yeah,
And
that
then
one.
open the animals tab.
There we go.
So, it turns out that as well as the old vet leaving, the zoo's mechanics did too.
Oh,
We'll need to
great.
hire a couple of new ones so we can help stop any more breakouts.
So we go here.
You see,
Start.
mechanics do all sorts of helpful things around the zoo, but one of their most important jobs...
Hey, we did the bronze part of it already. Get in.
Without mechanics around to repair them, the barriers will crack, crumble and fall down.
Scenario
And
unlocked.
before
Bare
you know it, we'll be
essentials.
overrun with escaped animals. Go into the zoo section and then into the staff management area again.
I've done it.
Gosh, we have been busy, haven't we? Good work there. I'm off for a cuppa. Oh, I think Bernie wants a
Really?
word with you.
She's off for a cuppa when we still potentially got a monkey running, a monkey running around.
I hear you had a bit of an issue with an escaped bonobo.
I think we
The main
still
thing
do.
is that you dealt with it swiftly, and more importantly, without the animals stealing someone's clothes, putting them on, and then walking out of the front
Yeah,
gate.
he's right here.
You see, another key responsibility for our vets is animal research. Researching animals allows vets to unlock new enrichment items,
here.
additional information for our education resources, enhanced breeding programs, and
What the hell?
improvements to food quality. Oh, the animals' food, not the vets. It'll take more than a research grant to improve the staff canteen. Anyway, as you can see, research is a key part of running your zoo. In order for a vet
So
to
we're researching now.
they require a research centre. And once again, that's something that this zoo is missing. So let's build one. I've marked out an area for you to put it. It's breeding programs and improvements to food
Right, I'm one
quality.
step ahead of her because I know what I'm doing.
The animals' food, not the vets. It'll take more than a research grant to improve the staff canteen. Anyway, as you can see, research is a key part of running your zoo. Right.
I've done it.
Splendid work.
Thank God.
Now that we have a brand spanking new research,
That was a little bit
we can
annoying.
give our vets something to do in there. Oh, by the way, it's worth noting that the vets will only do research when they're not required to do any other jobs.
Right, okay.
That said, you can change what jobs a vet does via their information
Begin
panel.
researching
But let's not worry
ring-tailed
about that just now.
lemur to level 5.
So, let's get our vet researching ring-tailed lemurs. Go into the zoo section and select Vet Research.
Yeah, I've done that. Oh, here we are.
Here, you can see a list of all the animals present in your zoo, and also all the potential diseases that can occur. Now, drag and drop your vet onto the ring-tailed lemur to start
How?
their research.
How'd you do that? Oh,
Actually, thinking about it,
that's how you do it.
I'm not sure we've got any education boards or speakers by the lemur's habitat.
Oh, really?
Let's head over there and add some, so our guests can learn all about the furry little delights.
Right, here we go. We're back here.
First off, let's pop down 2 education boards. Place them on the habitat barriers at a height that guests can see, or, if you like, pop them down on a stand.
There. Oh, the joys, guys, of having
Fantastic.
social anxiety and not
Remember
chatting
that
much, eh?
education boards and speakers both
I hate it. If I can
have
get rid of it with a click of the fingers
won't
like
do
that,
much
I
good
would, mate.
without
Trust
it.
me.
Ooh, Oh,
collect
it
research.
looks as though our vet has completed their research on ring-tailed lemurs.
And look at
We'll
him.
need to collect the results. We can do that by clicking on the notification or by going back into the vet research area.
Oh, so I just done that, mate. Boom, research complete. Ring-tailed lemur.
Go on, collect your research rewards.
I have, shut up.
Just so you know, vets will continue to research an animal even after successfully completing a research level.
Oh, that's fine,
I
mate.
suppose when you're in the zone.
Got to learn all this for when we, like, you know, when we absolutely make our own zoo up and absolutely decimate the whole bloody
Well,
thing.
now that we've enriched the lives of our guests, let's enrich the lives of our ring-tailed lemurs.
Okay, let's do that then.
Some animals, like lemurs, will have a climbing need. That means they have a requirement for a certain amount of climbing space, and you can fulfill that requirement by building them a climbing frame. Let's find out how much more climbing
There.
space our lemur friends need, shall
I
we?
can feed them platform.
Select one of them and bring up their information panel.
Right. Terrain.
Next, click on the terrain tab.
I have. They want more sand, bro.
Ah,
Wait.
now, as you can
Oh, it
see,
needs
the
less
lemurs need
sand.
quite a lot more climbing space. But as it happens, I've already got a climbing frame blueprint built for you. So you can either pop that down or build one yourself from scratch.
Thing is,
By
though,
the way,
where's
it's
the
not
sand?
always just climbing needs that you have to
That
worry
it?
about. Other animals might need a certain amount of water in their habitat
you
so
go.
they can go for a swim. They certainly do keep us on our toes.
Oh. Right, they're gonna need a couple more things.
Oh, that's a great
Done.
climbing frame for them. They're going to absolutely love it.
I didn't put a climbing frame in. I just randomly scattered shit.
Nicer
That's what I
food.
did.
But that's true of all of us, though, isn't it? You can unlock better quality food for animals
Set
through
ring-tailed
research.
lemur food
Luckily,
quality
we've
to grade
already
2.
unlocked some for the lemurs, so all that remains is to make sure they get served it from now on.
How'd you do that?
Let's bring up the habitat information panel by selecting the lemur habitat.
Alright, yeah.
Lovely. Now select the animals tab.
Oh, there we go.
So, a new climbing frame and better food.
Ain't they
Oh,
lucky?
you've really spoilt those lemurs rotten.
They're getting spoilt more than what I
I
am.
think it's time we looked at one of the zoo's most important responsibilities. Releasing animals into the wild.
Oh, what?
You see, when we feel an animal is ready, we can release them into the wild. But what makes an animal
I
a
wonder
good
if they do that
candidate for
IRL.
release?
What do you reckon, guys? Let me know in the comments section down below if they do that
Factor.
IRL.
I mean, we can't release an animal that's a juvenile, just as we can't release one that's got
If a
into the
zoo
wild.
releases an animal
They'll
into
also
the
need
wild
to
when
be
they feel like it's
fertile.
ready.
After all, the idea is to repopulate.
Personally, I think that's cap,
So
but
the best candidates will have a high fertility gene. And together, the age and fertility of a candidate
I don't know.
will determine how many conservation credits will be rewarded when we release them. Now, conservation credits are vitally important. They're the lifeblood of your zoo. Because
Yeah, but
earning
where are
them
we going,
allows
bro?
you to adopt even more animals. And what's more, the animals you can
Yeah, we're almost
adopt
on
will be of
silver
a
anyways.
higher quality.
here we go.
So, with that in mind, let's pop over to our orangutan habitat.
Oh. Alright, bye,
Okay, I'd like you to
Agang?
find Agang, the Bornean orangutan in the habitat, and select him, please. You can either click through each orangutan in turn, or select the habitat barrier, go to the animals tab in the habitat information panel,
Bye,
and find him in
mate.
the animals list.
That's the silver objectives done. Oh,
I know, it's sad to see him go.
Release your
but he'll
first
be
animal.
happy out in the wild. And he's a wonderful candidate for release. Young, strong, and fertile. Excellent work there.
excellent
You've
work
definitely
there.
got potential, you know.
Ah, I see you've been doing some homework.
What's happening, Bernie?
It hardly seems like work when you're learning about something as adorable as a ring-tailed lemur. I imagine I'd have got much better grades at school if there'd been less algebra and more aldebra. Tortoises.
No, Bernie, you're just not funny, bro. You think you're funny, but you're not.
Okay, so far we've done a lot of work with habitat animals, but now it's time to learn all about exhibit animals. Let's build a brand new exhibit.
Oh, wow.
I've marked an area for our new exhibit. How about we head over there? Lovely.
Exhibits
Now
are in
let's
here.
build a new exhibit in the gap that's been left. Just add it to the building like we did with the research centre earlier.
What,
Then
this
pop
one?
it into the gap. Perfect. The next thing to do is adopt an exhibit animal to go in there. How about a Gila monster? Open up the exhibit
Gila?
trading section and adopt one.
That looks like Gila on my screen. That's a lizard.
Just as we do with habitat animals, we need to send the Gila monster to the exhibit. Click on the exhibit to send it there.
Done.
When you send an animal to an exhibit, it'll automatically be given the correct setup. But that doesn't mean it's completely ready for them. So let's finish it off. We'll start by adding some enrichment items. Click on the exhibit to bring up its information panel.
Yeah.
Good. Now click on the Layout tab. As I'm sure you know by now, you can unlock more enrichment levels by having one of your vets do some research.
Yeah.
Now we'll also need to set the temperature and humidity in the exhibit. These are vitally important for keeping our Gila monster happy and comfortable. Click on the Climate tab. Here you can see the Gila monster's desired temperature and humidity. You can change both of these by adjusting the dials below. Make sure it's going to be nice and cozy.
Well, I'm trying. Put that up a bit.
That's the ticket.
Yeah, I did it.
And the last thing we need to look at is setting up the different windows. So click on the Windows tab. There's also an exhibit education board. Pop them down near your exhibits to teach your guests about them. Let's add one now.
I don't know what I'm doing here, you know. I'm really trying. I am really trying, yeah. No, you know.
Lovely stuff. Now our guests can learn all about our venomous friend here.
I have at least 12
now,
species in the
I've
zoo.
got a
I've
bit
got
of a
9.
big job for you. I need you to increase the number of species in the zoo. You'll probably want to adopt both habitat and exhibit animals to do so, which will mean building plenty of new habitats and exhibits for them.
Oh, really?
Go on, off you pop. I'll check in with you when you're almost done.
Oh, really? Do I have to do this? Come on, bro. Now we got to have 12 species in the zoo, and I've already got 9. I need to add 3 more, so there's space there. We want our hippos. Here we are. Hey, hippos. Right, welfare. Oh, what do you want? Right, so you want soil, yeah? What sort of soil do you want? Oh, it needs less soil. It needs more rock. Do you want more rock, less soil? Right, okay, we're getting on that. Damn, bro, how much rock do you want? Right, there we are, sorted. And you want loads of water, really. How do I sort the swimming area out? I don't think I've done this right, you know. How do we build? Is it habitat? Yeah. Food and water? No. Heaters and coolers? No. Gardening, rocks, plants? No. How'd you build a swimming area? What, did you flatten it? Like, did you put a dip in? Shelter space is critically insufficient to cover all animals. Really? It's flipping big enough. I'm trying, bro. Terrain. Disabled by scenario. I don't know. I give up. I give up. Right, guys. Do you know what? Right. This episode's been going on for long enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the episode off here today. But if you did enjoy it and you are new to the channel, subscribe. It's completely free. Leave a like on the video as well to help out with the YouTube algorithm. YouTube algorithm. And I'll see you in the next one. Keep smiling, stay positive, and peace.